requests. That's the sick people in our house. The Lord is always so good at healing us, giving us strength and joy again after being sick. And I'm sure some of you have your families, you don't feel well.
Dad and David and whoever's traveling with them.
Right.
They're visiting some people in the state of
Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay. The Brian Collins, I believe his name is. Brian Collins and family. Let's pray for them. Lord, give them safety coming back as well. All right. Let's bow our heads. Dear Father, thank you so much for hearing us when we cry unto you out of the depths. How you raised us up out of a horrible pit, set our feet upon a rock, and put a new song in our mouth. Thank you, God, for your love to us through Jesus, and thank you so much for his teachings that he gave us so freely, and his example. Now, Father, give us a song today. Bless those who aren't feeling so well. Bless them with health and strength again. And we pray for the brothers in Louisiana. Bless them and the families they're visiting. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name. All right. Ready to try? We're missing a few voices, but we're going to have to make up. We're just going to have to. Okay? Let's do 54. Let's start with 54. Let us with a gladsome mind. D, below the pitch. Wait for these young men out of their place. 54. Let us with a gladsome mind. You see the name of the tune, Innocence, there in the middle. And over on the right-hand side, it's from the parish choir. And so I guess it's a certain hymn book from that hymn book. Probably some other choir's hymn book came out. Let us with a gladsome mind praise the Lord, for he is kind. For his mercy shall endure, ever faithful, ever sure. He with all commanding might filled the new made world with light. For his mercy shall endure, ever faithful, ever sure. All things living he doth feed, his full hand supplies their need. For his mercy shall endure, ever faithful, ever sure. That's a real blessing. Ever faithful, ever sure. We can count on him. Now, remember we did one that I told a story about, 69? About the man that was hiding in the bushes along the Mississippi River looking over to Illinois, the other side, and they were looking for him. And he was laying there just hoping they wouldn't find him as they searched in the bushes beside him, and these words came to his mind. He wrote them down the back of a piece of paper, an envelope or something, and it became popular in many hymnals right away. 69, my days are gliding swiftly on. Should we do the notes first? Let's try that. The notes, everyone on soprano. Okay. It helps our soprano that way get it in their mind, the melody. Singing low soprano, an octave low, and try to keep up here with the rest of them. Okay, now it's all do together, just like on your part. There you go.
Should coming days be cold and dark,
hymn. Remember I told you how the horse and buggy Mennonite man was helping my dad build the silo, and how he came in and ate breakfast with us, and he put on his hat to go outside, but my dad said, no, we're having family worship. Okay, he does. Took his hat off and sat down with us there and sang a song, and then my dad said, you look through this, see if you have one you'd like us to sing. And he said, number 69. He just looked through it a little bit and found this one. And we didn't know anything until he was gone. He was just gone. We hung on for dear life. And he sang that, and we learned a new song that day. But since I told you that story, my brother mentioned it to him, and my next older brother, and of course he has a sharp memory. And he said, but don't you remember, we were going to pray then. We were getting ready to kneel down and pray, and that would be the close of family worship. When he got his straw hat on again and went outside. was headed out, and my dad said, hey, we're praying now. Oh, okay. And that didn't come to pray. It takes my brother sometimes to help bring those details back. Pretty interesting. I can't sing this song without remembering that. It's a nice memory. This man that I never thought knew a single song in that book taught us a new one just like that. Really interesting. Well, 78. Let's do the notes first. We're going to do it in soprano first. All one together on soprano notes. And then all find your part. And all say your own notes. So story correctly, Edward Bickersteth, the author here, was a preacher, and he preached in the morning about peace. And afterward, as was his custom, he went to visit the sick. And he visited a sick man, a sick brother. And it seems to me that that brother had a terminal sickness. And in other words, it was very serious. And he's probably going to die from it. And he sat there beside him and told him about his sermon in the morning a little bit. And the sick man was really blessed, and he answered it. When he would ask the question, the sick man would answer, if I remember right. And so there you have it. Peace, perfect peace in this dark world of sin. And then the answer, the blood of Jesus whispers peace within. And as the sick man, after hearing about the sermon, it tired him out a little bit. After he gave a few responses, tired him out a little bit. The preacher sat there and wrote down his words. So that's how we got this name.
That's really neat how you can get the picture of the words flowed from that event.
Yes.
Just to have that in your mind, it's a real blessing. Thank you.
Yeah, it's encouraging. There are people just like we are. And, quite a few of these hymn writers began when they were 7 years old. Some began when they were as old as 10. They waited until they were 10 to start writing poetry. And so you can start now. 54? Well, where's somebody did it over the 80? 80. That's too different. Raise your hand, sopranos. Who's soprano? Okay. Think you can do it? Should we do the notes first, so you kind of get the rhythm in your mind refreshed? So you're ready? Sopranos on the first verse. And sopranos and altos on the first verse. And then boys only on soprano on the second verse. Then we have
No alto, right?
no alto. Let's drop the alto.
Right.
And then
I kind of wanted, this is kind of.
go ahead. Maybe you had a suggestion, Tom.
Like when we all join and do all four parts, I kind of think the low alto sort of muddies up the harmony. Maybe that's too picky, but like I think the boys should all sing the low soprano without alto.
Thanks for that observation. No low alto.
Because it just
Drop
kind
it.
of, I don't know, it
Drop
just
it.
seems to.
No low alto. We don't want any low voices down. Only on bass. Bass is for that low stuff. Okay.
Or what I mean
Yeah.
is all the boys, we're all to sing together on the last verse, right? All four parts. On the first
Okay.
stanza.
Oh, exactly.
Or,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What I'm
All
saying
just
is-
stay on soprano. There's no notes. Yeah, there's no notes for you there. There's no other notes other than soprano for you there.
For us boys.
Yeah. Just enjoy your soprano. See, someday you're gonna have to lead somebody, and you have to get your soprano honed in.
Right.
Enjoy
Well,
it.
I mean, even in the refrain,
Well, the refrain.
we got tenor.
You
bass,
got tenor and bass in the
But
refrain.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that low alto, if the
Yeah.
boys try to sing that, it seems to muddy up
It's low alto is not good.
the
It doesn't sound good. There's a few
Anyways.
things, even though it's harmony, doesn't work.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's try it. And the girls first, then the boys, then everybody together. So we all join in the chorus no matter what. All right. And let's do those notes real quick here. Start with. Any other thoughts? Observations? Everybody? Mi, re, do, sol, fa, 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 mi, re, mi. Sol, 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 la, mi, sol, la, 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 ti, do, ti, do, sol, sol, fa, mi, sol, 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 mi, do, re, do. Tell us about somebody.
Somebody did a golden deed, proving himself a friend in need. Somebody sang a cheerful song, brightening the sky of holding on. Was that somebody you? Was that somebody you?
Somebody idled all the hours, carelessly crushed life's fairest flowers. Somebody made life lost, not gain, thoughtlessly seemed to live in vain. Was that somebody you? Was that somebody you?
Very good. Missing quite a few voices this morning, but you're doing great. Keep it up. I heard the alto. Oh, that's good. Just keep up practicing. It's working. It's working well.
I want to add one thing.
Yes.
I think if it's just us boys, alto could be added. But if the girls are singing too, that's the only part it clashes because the low alto doesn't really. It's not a good low.
Exactly, but I want the sprinter.
Right. That's
Just stick on
fine.
it.
I'm just
Stick on
saying
it.
let's
Yeah,
give or
yeah.
take if it's just us boys. You know. Anyway,
We'll keep on seeing how it sounds.
I'll try not to add any too many picky details.
It's all right. 60. This is not my place of rest. This is not my place of resting. Mine's a city yet to come. Onward to it I am hastening. On to my eternal home. In it all is light and glory. Or it shines a nightless day. Every trace of sin's sad story, all the curse has passed away. There the Lamb, our shepherd, leads us by the streams of life along. On the freshest pasture feeds us, turns our sighing into song. Soon we'll pass this desert dreary, soon we'll bid farewell to pain. Nevermore are sad and weary, never, never sin again. Amen. Let me go back to thank you thing.
We were supposed to tell something about the sermon and tell like what we could do out of the sermon. And he talked about if you quit, you lose. And I can keep going and try not to quit.
He talked about not having too high expectations of what other people or what God will do. But God comes on his own time, and so we can't expect him to just really help, but he's on his own time.
I didn't realize it was about the sermon, but I thought about I can be a light to people around me and always have a good attitude, so it'll be a light to people.
I didn't know it was about the sermon either, but I thought I could be a little bit more responsible, in just everyday life. So I worked on that.
I was thinking about when he said how if you don't know what you should do, or there's a problem where you don't know which way you should do, just do your best. Just take your the choice that looks the best to you.
I thought about just trusting Jesus, and how it is inevitable that in our life we'll go through a situation where we don't feel like we want to keep going. And I just thought a really good thing to do would be to trust the Lord and just keep going, and let the joy of just living for Him motivate us.
Talked about we can only do the best that we can do. So I thought about how I can just do the best I can do, and other people might have higher expectations, but I need to just do the best I can and go on.
I thought the same thing as Sylvester is if you quit, you lose, and that can work in the spiritual world pretty good. I mean, if you quit fighting for the Lord, you just lost, and the devil won you.
I had what Arthur said about people having higher expectations of what you can do, but as long as you're giving 100% in whatever you're doing, you just gotta take care of it.
I thought about, he talked about last Sunday of having, if you're doing the best you can do, that's all you can do. And other people might have higher expectations, but as long as you're doing the best you can do and you know it, then that's all you can do.